Players in position, the umpire's in position, and we're probably heading for a pretty early finish, I think, which is something unusual for us. Umpires check with the opposition captains. The ball goes in the air, and we're underway in the final quarter of Interleague 2003. The ball goes up. Oh, Dean Oakley up high, and well, unfortunately for Geelong, taken by the Horsham District side, and they've started in a real flurry in the final quarter as O'Sullivan on the left foot gets it to half forward. Running onto the football there is Cam Penny, picks it up, eludes the tackle, only gets the ball as far as Sabali Armstrong. Called the play on, not 15 metres, said the umpire. He kicks it back towards centre wing, and in the way there is O'Sullivan of the Horsham District. So they're really having a dip early in the quarter, the Horsham side. Gee, the wind held that up, and well, almost a free kick against the Geelong defence there, but the ball finally comes to Shane Manning. Off the left foot, kicks it long, only as far, however, as to Webb of Horsham District on centre wing. On the left foot, gee, the wind holds that one up too. Ferguson comes back and does well. Ball, Shane Manning intercepts a handball, hooks it over the top, looking for Ferguson. He's running with the flight of the footy, brilliant pace. Unfortunately, didn't get the footy. Taps it back, looking for Clayton Trotter, but the ball eludes him over the boundary line. So in the first minute, it's all Horsham and District, although they haven't added to their three-quarter time score. Ball out of bounds, outer centre wing here at Bannockburn. Comes in. Manning doesn't get hold of the footy. It's picked up by O'Sullivan and kicked forward for the Horsham side. Once again, over the boundary line. Not on the full. It landed just inside the field of play. And now between wing and half forward, Horsham trying to move the ball forward into what's now quite a strong wind out there. A good tap over the back by Clayton. Unfortunately, they can't take advantage of it, Horsham, as the GDFL, through strong tackling, nullify the football once again on the 50-metre arc at centre half forward for the Horsham District side. Kicking in this final quarter, the southern end. And guys, it feels a little bit like snow, doesn't it?
Oh, I think it's dropped about 4 or 5 degrees.
So from the ball up there, it was Dean Oakley got the ball down, but now it's come back. Oakley again intercepts the ball, gets it to Nathan Lewis. Now Geelong go forward. Lewis, the lead has come from Barry O'Toole, leads his opponent Clayton Trotter, brilliant pace, picks up the footy over to Barry O'Toole, gets around on the right foot and has slotted. There's no doubt Barry's kicked the goal. I've just seen him celebrating. That's his fourth. That's the first of the last quarter to Geelong, and it is their 16-14, 110, the GDFL. They lead Horsham 10-8-68. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard. It took them nearly 3 minutes.
Yeah, well, they did pack it up a bit, the Horsham District boys, and I think they'd be happy to do that. But once the GDFL break into the open, and just all the skills are on display, aren't they? When we see it there?
They're probably working to instruction. He said have a big dip this quarter, the coach at Horsham, but they haven't got the skills to carry it out.
Yeah.
Their foot skills were poor. They turned the ball over about 3 or 4 times in a short period of time. You can't do that against a quality side.
So in the middle, once again, probably advantage might have gone to Clayton on that occasion for Horsham. Handball comes out to Dunn on the left foot, kicks it wide. It's going to be too wide for them, and it gives the GDFL an opportunity as Daniel Gibbs dives on the footy. Opponent dives on top of him, so Gibbs of GDFL from half-back flank will take the free kick. He's getting all sorts of calls from his teammates, but it's a nice long kick to half forward, up high. Well, mark not concluded there by the Horsham player. Went high, was done. Now, well, it's pretty packy out there at the moment, as Paul said, or Laurie suggested, that Horsham having a fair dinkum go, but players from both sides have forced the footy over the boundary line once again on outer centre wing. So it could get perhaps a bit scrappy if in the last quarter, and I suppose players are also getting a bit tired. Well, from the throw-in, this fellow from Horsham, the only free kick he knows is pushing in the ruck, I think.
Yeah, what was that one for, Welsh? You and
I don't know. This two blokes, and but it wasn't a big push. I think he just held him there, and as he was coming back, and they're only paid, and now he's giving him 52.
So Dean Oakley now at 50 with the free kick going to Clayton. Kicks it forward. Well, the kick off the ground by Matt McNamara for the GFL, leading in the race for the footy's Warri. Overran it. Ferguson there runs onto the footy. Good work by Moyle. by a series of handballs, comes back to Moyle, kicks it along the flank, but not up to getting hold of the footy there as Ricky O'Toole picks up the crumb. Handball back inboard to Aitchison, overruns the footy. Warry comes back, handball to Trotter. Trotter, well, he's handballed a long way backwards now to Ricky O'Toole. He's pinpoint pass to Sabali Armstrong, and that's the difference, isn't it?
Yeah.
Perfect kick. As Sabali Armstrong now, huge kick to half forward. But everybody stopped. The umpire's blown the whistle at one end, and the players stopped at the other end, all except Anthony Perkins, and took the mark for the Horsham side. Into the middle to O'Sullivan. Kicks very quickly into half forward, and running with the flight of the footy is Tim Webb, and takes the fingertip mark. He's outside 50, chips it back inboard, looking for and finding Phil Butts, who has been prominent, perhaps faded in the third quarter, but he's taken a good mark now at the beginning of the final quarter. Man on the mark is 40 metres out, and as we've seen so far in the game, it'll take a good kick from there, with the breeze fairly strong, into which he's kicking. So now Butts, left foot. I tell you what, he's given that
heaps.
He's given that
That's well home.
a fair sort of a ride, hasn't he? And a brilliant kick. That's his fourth, and great effort by him. So that's the 11th for the Horsham side. 11-874. They trail the GDFL 16-14, 110. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard. 6 minutes gone.
Well, that's an excellent kick from there, isn't it?
Oh, that was a great kick.
Hit it well, and got the full marks for it, and he's impressed me today.
Well, he's had a good
Eric
afternoon, hasn't he? Anyone to kick 4 goals in their total of 10 is that's pretty good, and that's why he's gone about his work as well.
So ball back in the middle. This time Oakley gets the tap down. Horsham just punched the ball forward, try to get a handball back to Moyle. Great tackle by Trotter. Ferguson held without the footy. Finally comes out to Ricky O'Toole. Well, he slips over, gets a handball to Ferguson, who's running. Ferguson now, nice little kick inboard. Barry O'Toole can't take the mark, but at the back of him is Tom Malone. Grant picks the ball up the back, round the body, and he has kicked his third goal. All too easy up forward for the GDFL. 17-14, 116 the GDFL. They lead the Horsham District 11-874. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard just ticked past 7 minutes.
Just with that, Ricky O'Toole went to the ground there, but he didn't panic, did he? He just waited on it. The players ran over the top of him. He just waited on it, waited for the option and give the option out. And Tom Millen Grant, as we said, he probably played a lot of games on this ground as a kid, and now playing senior football, just knows where they are, and he just roved it well off Barry O'Toole and snapped.
So in the middle once again, this time Oakley tapped down to Trotter, handball to Festuca. Festuca from outside 50, it's a long kick, almost a free kick to Tom Malone Grant, not paid there, push forward, but it is a defence for Horsham through McClure. Get the ball to boundary, and it will be thrown in about 50 metres from the behind post for the GDFL, kicking in this final quarter to the northern end. Players move to the outer side of the ground with Justin Tate doing the ruck work on that occasion from the throw-in. Picked up by O'Sullivan, kicks towards half forward, but intercepted in the middle by Beck for the GFL. Oh, Feldman up before acceptances, no free kick. Tom Malone Grant does well. Paddle the ball backwards. Troy Feldman, can he pick it up? Handball over the top to Shane Manning. He's kicked it high, and it's coming down, would you believe, through the goals. Well, the wind got hold of that, drifted it back, and Shane Manning has kicked goal number 3. So, again, good work up forward for the GDFL. 18-14, 122, the GDFL. Horsham District 11-874, Buckley's Entertainment Centre. Final quarter scoreboard, 9 minutes gone.
Yeah, it's just out of the centre now, isn't it? With Trotter and these blokes are just pushing the ball forward. We've seen Trotter grab it out there and over to Festuca, and that, they're two league medal winners, and we know their class. And just up forward, they're giving their forwards option now. The more it goes in, the more the forwards are going to grow in confidence, aren't they? And it seems that when you get a run on, it doesn't matter where you are. You could be 5 or 6 deep, and you're in the winning side. The ball's going to bounce into your hands. That's the way it's going at the moment.
They've just got to stop the supply from this tap there.
Yep.
They can't do it. They haven't been able to do it all day.
So Oakley gets
again.
a tap down and does well. Ends up in the arms of That was Beck on that occasion. Kicks it forward for Stuka. Got the run of the footy if advances for him, but can't take. Gavin Orr gets it to the boundary. He's held without the football, said the umpire. So Orr on half-back flank. Chips the ball short, looking for O'Sullivan, who's taken the mark in front of our commentary position. Nathan Lewis stands the mark. Ball chipped forward. Mark not taken there as Chris Gillam takes the ball, handball over the top to Lewis. Another handball forward to Ferguson. Went without it. Now he's got a handball to that for Stuka once again.
Offside.
Kicks along to the goal square. Too far for the goal square. Landed the other side. Hit the ground and ran over the boundary line a couple of metres from the behind post. So, once again, I'm impressed with the ability to use the handball Geelong, and they're flipping the first one out, and it's been to their advantage all day. Ball comes in beside the behind post for Feldman, doing the ruck work. Getting hold of the football there was Webb for the Horsham side, but in the middle, Dean Oakley does well, eludes a tackle, chips it forward, beautiful control kick, and I wonder how many times they've done that out of Thompson, because it's into the arms of Marty Worry, who has taken the mark 40 metres from goal, almost directly in front, and an opportunity for another score for the GDFL. So really the ascendancy now showing out. They've been basically in control, I guess, guys, but the last quarter they put the foot down.
Yeah, for sure. They are just the overall class, isn't it, Eric?
Well, it's hard to keep chasing when you're so far behind too, Paul.
So Worry now, glorious kick, and kicks the football well. So Marty Worry's kicked his third, and it is the 19th for the GDFL. 19-14, 128 the GDFL. They lead the Horsham District 11-8-74. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard 11.5 minutes.
I see Dean Oakley coming off for a rest now, and young Allen going back on the ground. So they lose nothing there, because when Allen was on the ground earlier in the day, I don't think he missed a tap out, did he?
No, he'll take over. He'll take control, and as I said, they've done it all day, so it's not going to stop now. He's fresh.
So Michael Allen now to do the ruck work for the GDFL, as the boys have said. Controlled the ruck all day, Oakley and Allen. Allen, well, beautiful tap to the back once again. Left for Lewis. Ball thrown out to Trotter. Nice handball to Ricky O'Toole, who's run forward. He's run to outside 50. He's taken the pot shot. Unfortunately, it's to the left, and that's his first miss for the day. It's the 15th behind for the GDFL. 19-15-129. They lead Horsham District 11-8-74. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard. We've just ticked past 12 minutes. But they're so confident now, guys. Ricky O'Toole running ahead of the ball.
That's right, yeah. Doesn't have to work back of it now, does he? He's just got confidence in these teammates around him that he can go forward and get the ball.
So now it's King once again. Nice long kick from the fullback position. Only player to go for the mark was Butch, and has taken it on his own at halfback. Kicks long. The lead has come out there from Jones. Unfortunately, the kick too wide and over the boundary line ahead of Jones and Gibbs, his opponent. So the ball now out of bounds, near enough to outer centre wing, as looks like Ferguson coming off.
I think he's just on the wrong side of the ground, isn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
They look up and grab the first fake they can see. I've been guilty of that myself.
So from the throw in, the ball ended up in the arms of Lewis, kicks it high to the middle of the ground, and marked by Butch of Horsham. Chips it wide to centre wing, and they need to go down the middle, I think, but Webb has taken the mark out of centre wing. They're very, very wide now. He chips it inboard, but well, surely I'd have paid that mark, as the ball kicked by the Horsham side into the forward half, but it's all Geelong back there, picked up and kicked forward. There's a bit of strength by Penny. I don't know how he got rid of that footy, but the ball finally, somehow, a Horsham handball comes back to Nathan Lewis. He turns around and he's kicked it to the open spaces, and that's good footy because it's all Horsham in that area, and weight of numbers will win for them, as Kelm, a long way from full forward, has chipped the ball into the middle, and the mark has been paid to Pigeon in the centre.
Well, that was pretty similar to the other one, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly the same.
Different umpire, perhaps.
I suggest so.
The handball by hand to King. The fullback is up at half-back, and he's kicked it to half-forward. Off the pack there, it's come to Matt McNamara. Tries to handball inboard, doesn't get it there, and it's kicked forward for the Horsham side. Only player back there is Daniel Beck to Ricky O'Toole. Mark paid on his shoestrings, gets it to Gillum. Gillum now goes straight down the middle of the ground, but it's all Horsham there. It wasn't directed all that well as Gavin Orr read it well for Horsham, and he's kicked it to good position because 2-on-1 and numbers went out again for Horsham. Daniel Beck outnumbered, unfortunately, with the two bigger guys as well. He had O'Sullivan one side, and he allowed Cam Penny, to take the mark. So Gillum, he's on the mark 30 metres from goal, and you would think that Cam Penny, already having kicked 2 goals, an opportunity here to kick goal number 3. And unfortunately, one, it's distance, and 2, direction. It is only a behind to Cam Penny. So it is the 9th for the Horsham side. 11-9-75. They trail GDFL 19-15-129. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard, 16 minutes gone. The kick in from Sabali Armstrong, short on that occasion to Gillum, kept running, took the handball back, and he's kicked it well over the centre to Dabrowski, who's on half forward flank, coming back onto the ground. And the ball kicked wide for Horsham. Looking for out there is Leeming. He's in trouble. He's absolutely besieged by the 2 Geelong players, and he's pushed over the boundary line. It's just been a little bit of feeling most of the day out there, hasn't it? I hope it doesn't boil over here, but the umpire's pretty close on hand, and the ball will now be thrown back in by the boundary umpire. Michael Allen from the back to Ricky O'Toole, held without the footy. No, said the umpire. Ball thrown out for the Horsham side, a little kick forward. Now it's a foot race, running to the footy as Jason Festuca does well. Finally gets it up, pushed forward. What's the umpire going to do here? He's going to put the ball in the air at centre half forward. So centre half forward for the Horsham District. As the ball goes in the air once again. Michael Allen down to Trotter. Eludes a couple of tackles, doesn't elude the third one. They've stolen the footy from him. The handball for Horsham has gone to Dunn, but wasn't in real good position to receive it. Finally gets a kick forward, trying to get it to the scoring area, but Chris Gillum does well with strength. Breaks through, gets a handball over.
Oh, come on.
Joking.
And goal too.
So it's finally, who was it kicked the goal? But is a goal to Horsham? That's poor umpiring. I can't say any more than that. You've got to be you got to be held, surely.
Well, he's just come through the pack and he's handballed the ball, and the bloke grabbed him then, and he's just pinged him
but he was kept running. He wasn't retarded at all.
Yeah, there's only one person was retarded, and that was a decision.
I think it was kicked by Dunn, Eric.
Dunn?
I think Dunn. Half-back area.
Okay. That will give him the credit as the ball goes up once again. And this time, probably for one of the rare occasions, the tap was won by Scott. The ball, Ricky O'Toole over to Lewis by hand. Lewis just one step into half forward. Feldman pushed forward, and the umpire's finally seen one. So Troy Feldman gets the free kick at half forward for the GDFL. So the score currently 19-15 to 12-9. GDFL in control. As the ball comes back now to Troy Feldman. We've been playing 18 minutes into this final quarter. Feldman not without a chance here, the man on the mark inside 50.
He hasn't kicked one yet either.
There it is.
Well, I think he's gone very close to it.
He has
now.
this time, I think.
No, just left. So Troy Feldman gets his first score of the day, and Geelong go to 19-16-130. They lead 12-9-81. And that's on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard at 19 minutes gone, as Horsham now have the ball quickly out to a half-back flank once again. Kick to centre wing, Trayton Trotter over the back. Well, the umpire he's paid them all day. And there's some Bronx cheers for the umpire there. So ball back into the corridor, and Christian Shaw has taken the mark. So Christian Shaw now kicks it wide. The leads come from Troy Feldman. There's players running everywhere. Running past is Daniel Beck on the left foot. Goes to half forward, Jason Festuca. Doesn't miss too many of those. When he's running with the flight of the foot, he puts the strong hands up. And also within sight of the goals. So loves kicking a goal, Jason Festuca from Werribee. Today for the GDFL. He's 40 metres out. Fairly acute angle, but he's got the bruise behind him. Festuca now. Oh, magnificent kick off the boot. It's just faded across the face of the goals, unfortunately. And behind to Festuca, his second. And it's the 17th for the GDFL. 19-17, 131. They lead Horsham District 12-9-81. Buckley's Entertainment Centre. Final quarter scoreboard, 20 minutes gone. As the quick kick in comes from Jones once again. There's a whistle on play on this occasion. Andy Dabrowski's
kicked a goal, I think.
Well, he's given the free kick and not allowed to play on. So
yeah, I think there was just a slight stoppage, I think.
Was there?
Yeah, Eric.
Okay,
yeah.
I sort of had my head down. I saw the whistle on play, the free kick given. Now, of course, the defence can get back into the defensive 50 for Horsham District, but every time they've done this all day, the GDFL seem to be able to find a player with a bit of space, don't they?
Yeah, for sure.
But Andy Dabrowski is 65 metres from goal, so I wouldn't think we'd
Nathan Lewis.
And he's gone inboard looking for Rick Lazarick over the back, and they've turned it over. Well, I thought they had, but they weren't good enough. Ricky O'Toole, big handball out to Ricky, out to Nathan Lewis, hit Justin Tate in the middle of the back. He's got enough time to turn around. No, I don't. Yes, it is. Well called, Laurie, because Justin Tate, ball hit him in the middle of the back, able to turn around, pick it up and kick the goal. So that's the 20th.
That's a good time.
20-17, 137 the GDFL. They lead Horsham District 12-9-81. Buckley's Entertainment Centre. Final quarter scoreboard, 21 minutes gone.
Well, you know your team's going all right when that can happen. You turn your back on the ball carrier and he handballs it to you in the middle of the back and you end up kicking the goal. So, yeah, everything's fallen in place now for the Geelong side, isn't it?
They seem to be rotating the bench too, guys, are they?
Yeah, they're giving everyone a run. You might strip Eric, you'll get a run.
From the middle, it's Horsham District through Butts. Takes the footy, runs pretty strongly to 50, puts it on the left foot, goes to the goal square. Matt McNamara. Which way is he going to give this?
Oh, you're kidding. Matty will be livid here.
That is unbelievable.
They're both hanging on. You let it go, don't you?
Yeah, it was a 50-50 contest, and the umpire's seen fit to give the forward the free kick in the goal square. So a gimme goal to the Horsham District.
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Well,
you wouldn't give me a putt like that, Eric, would you? There you go. I think he's missed it.
No,
he hasn't. I'm joking.
Adam Clayton has kicked his first, and that's the 13th for the Horsham District. 13-9-87. They trail the GDFL 2017, 137. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard, and we've just ticked past 22 minutes.
Yeah, well, that was just a bad decision, you might say. They're both hanging on, but I suppose you can, on the umpire's behalf, say he is closer than us, I suppose. But well, it's just a 50-50 thing. He could have.
That was Butch again, though. He got the ball in there quickly, got it in there long,
player.
And made a contest in the square, whether it be right or whether it be wrong. They got a goal from it. So
back in the middle, the ball goes up once again. Terrible ball up, and neither ruckman touched the footy. Nathan Lewis handball. It's half intercepted, but Clayton Trotter comes back, very high tackle. Player apologised to him, and that's good to see. The little chip forward, marked on 50 by Sabali Armstrong, and now we might see how far the footy will go, kicking to the northern end, because he's going to be kicking from at least 55 metres. Absolutely not beyond him, I wouldn't think, guys.
He's a beautiful kick of the footy, this bloke.
If he just sits nicely, I've seen him do it before.
So Armstrong now moves in.
Boom.
Well, certainly distance not a problem, and I'd say direction not a problem. Also, the goal umpire pretty happy with that. Sabali Armstrong kicks his first, and the GDFL kicked their 21st. 21-17, 143 the GDFL. They lead the Horsham District 13-9-87. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard, 23 and a half minutes gone.
Yeah, good kick, beautiful kick of the footy, kick. And when he stops and poises himself like that, you know he's not going to miss many. And just coming off the half-back flank, just running into space now. They're all sort of lining up now, aren't they?
Yep.
In the middle, once again, Allen tapped down, Trotter again, tries to get a handball clear, can't do so. Gee, it's pretty scrappy in there at the moment. Finally, Nathan Lewis comes out with the footy, has a bounce, runs to 50, puts it on the foot, and it's going to, touched off hands through the behind area anyway. So it's another behind to the GDFL, 21-18, 144. They lead Horsham District 13-9-87. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard, 24 minutes gone. Kick in, almost marked by Dabrowski at half forward. Now it stacks on the mill, and the umpire will put the ball in the air on the 50-metre arc at half forward for the GDFL. So I think the pressure's gone out of the game now as Michael Allen just took it out of the ruck, handball to Ricky O'Toole on 50. One step, the ball is, almost marked near the behind post by Tom Malone Grant, but off his hands, the ball is over the boundary line. So the umpire will put the ball in. 25 minutes gone. Into time on in the final quarter of Interleague 2003 with the GDFL in the ascendancy. The ball comes in. Troy Feldman pushed forward. Clayton Trotter has the footy and trying pretty hard to punch the ball clear. Umpire says, I'll have it. So 25 metres from goal, the umpire puts the ball in the air once again. Well, Justin Tate takes the footy from the ball in, and it's just touched through the goals by the defence. So he's 2-1 to him, and it's the 19th behind for the GDFL. 21-19, 145. They lead Horsham District 13-9-87. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard now, 26 minutes gone.
Yeah, she's just filtering out now, and both sides are a bit tired now, and it's just going to fizzle out now.
So
I think.
King, the big kick in. Oh, it's a big mark from behind again by Kelm, and plays on quickly for Horsham. Kicks to centre wing in good position, I thought, there to take hold of the footy, but can't control it. Was Gavin Orr, and on the turnover, the GDFL now, they're pushed out of bounds on centre wing. Can't get the handball going on that occasion. And Michael Allen was just pushed over the line, body, ball and all, as Shane Manning comes back for another stint. So in the ruck for Stuka, he's beaten on that occasion, comes to Chris Gillam on centre wing, gets the footy, handballs it forward, and unfortunately the momentum has been taken over the boundary line with the footy, and the boundary umpire will do it all again, a similar position to that of a few moments ago. So on centre wing, Michael Allen, lovely tap down on that occasion to Ricky O'Toole. Handball back to Gillam. Gillam to half. Magnificent mark, Troy Feldman. He's got players running from everywhere. One's coming forward in Tom Malone Grant. One going back in Christian Shaw. Man coming forward should take the mark and does.
Kick it, Tom.
So it's Tom Malone Grant. Man on the mark at 45. And the Malone Grant dead in front of the goals, right in the centre of the corridor. Moves in now. Well, he accelerates into the footy. A lovely looking kick, but it is offline. So 3-3 is his tally for the day. GDFL 21-21, 46. They lead Horsham District 13-9-87, Buckley's Entertainment Centre. Final quarter scoreboard as the game winds down, 27.5 minutes gone, final quarter. King about to kick in once again. He looked to go for the short kick, but good work, Justin Tate there. Handball to Dabrowski, back to Tate. Now it's over the boundary line. So they've done well, the GDFL, to keep it in there. The short kick in was almost intercepted, and they've at least kept the ball in the forward half. And they've worked hard at that all day, guys, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. Their forwards have worked very hard.
So from the throw in, Dabrowski, pretty keen to get. Well, the umpire, I think he's signalling a wide or something, but the ball picked up there for Geelong by Chris Gillam, way up in the forward line, picked up by Clayton Trotter on the left foot to half forward. Well, it's gone over the top of a number of players. The Horsham guy fell at the foot of the umpire, I think, pleading for a free kick. Yeah. But the ball is in the arms of Jason Pastuca, 35 metres out from goal, on his favoured left foot, if anything, bruised behind him. So as the game winds down, Jason Pastuca has kicked two behinds and has now kicked the third behind. I think it's gone across the face, it has. And there's another behind to Geelong. 21-21. Gee, if they'd have kicked straight, what would have happened? 21-21, 147 the GDFL. They lead the Horsham District 13-9-87 on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre. Final quarter scoreboard now past 29 minutes. So King now tries something different. Goes to the change room side, and in front there, mark not taken by Butch. Comes to ground. Horsham come forward again. The lead is on half forward. but they're pretty much going half pace. Ball tapped back in by hoping Clayton can pick the footy up, but GDFL more than happy, I think, just to see the ball quietly over the boundary line as the ball about to be put in front of the change rooms here at Bannockburn. Michael Allen, well, a bit of a soccer style job there from Boots, because put the foot to the footy, but picked up by Daniel Beck, kicks it towards half forward. Ricky O'Toole's got 2 to beat, and well, not a weight of numbers beats him, but Jason Pastuka comes into a support. Little chip forward to Shane Manning. He can run onto the footy, he's gone, but unfortunately can't control it. Picked up by Moyle, intercepted by Chris Gillum. He's had a flying shot from goal from 50
Backman.
And out of bounds on the full. So I think he's having a run somewhere near midfield at the moment, or either that or the forwards for Horsham are pretty well up the ground. So out of bounds, and King kicks in once again. Festuca spoils the mark, attempt there by Clayton. Ball comes in, handball over the top to Dunn. Dunn eludes the tackle, back on the left foot, kicks it high towards centre wing. Oh, good defensive work there for the GDFL by Daniel Gibbs. Even to the finish, prepared to put the fist to the footy.
Yep.
And as Paul has said, do the discipline thing as the ball comes in once again. Michael Allen, tap forward. Christian Shaw, intercepted by Bettison. Handball, at least he turns, gets the foot to the footy. Good, well, defensive mark not paid there. So once again, through handball, the Horsham side, well, they've broken down at half forward, although they're still in control. There's Adam Clayton turns around on the left foot. There's it's in the goal square. Big pack of players there, but GDFL once again. Handball to Sabali Armstrong, chipped over the top to Beck. Good body work there as Beck, well, had a fresh air shot, I think. He's helped out by Matty McNamara. Picks it up, kicks it long to centre wing. Dabrowski, he's got the drop. Handball quickly to Christian Shaw, who's running. He's in the centre circle. Kicks it long to the lead of half forward, over the head of Malane Grant. Tate comes round on the left foot. Oh, he's got him lining up at half forward. Falls into the arms here of Jason Pastuka, and from 30 metres out, directly in front, has finally kicked a goal.
Yeah, well done.
So great teamwork by the GDFL on that occasion as they now tick over the 150. 22-21, 153 the GDFL. They lead the Horsham District 13-9-87 Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard. 32 minutes gone.
Well, they just cracked into the open then, didn't they? This used all their good players, and with Jabrowski just having a drop on his opponent, and just opened it up down forward. Tatey showed a bit of pace and whacked her into the corridor where you want the ball, and of course Joseph Asuka, as we know, is all class, and just opened it up.
It's great to see him back playing. He seems to be serious about his footy again, and he's a great player, and he's contributed all day.
Yep.
Michael Allen tapped down to Trotter again. Lazarick, he's tagged in the middle. Umpire calls play on, picked up by Pigeon to half forward for Horsham. And, well, they're trying to the end, and that's great credit to them. Little handball comes out to Ben Jones. He's run into an open goal, and I think has kicked the goal. Has he?
Yep.
Yeah, well done. The umpire has given the okay. Ben Jones kicks his first, and the 14th for the Horsham District. 14-9-93, but they trail the GDFL 22-21, 153. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard. 33 minutes gone. The timekeepers have gone home.
They've tried hard this quarter. They kicked 4-1 into it, so...
for sure. Yeah. And the GDFL must be well in front. We've got the boss sitting down in front of us here and ready to join in the club song, I think. Cheer him off the ground.
So, ball in the air again. Michael Allen down to Ricky O'Toole. Handball to Nick Gillum. Over the top to Shane Manning. Over the top to Rick Lazarick, who's running another little short chip as the siren sounds for the end of Interleague 2003. The final score shows the Geelong District Football League 22-21, 153 have defeated the Horsham and District Football League 14-9-93. So great work for the GDFL. The goal kickers for them. Barry O'Toole kicked 4. Tom Malane Grant kicked 3. Marty Worry kicked 3. The following had 2, Ricky O'Toole, Nathan Lewis and Justin Tate. And 1 goal, Clayton Trotter, Sabali Armstrong and Jason Festuca. For the visitors, the Horsham and District, 4 goals to Philip Butch, 2 goals to Andrew Dunn, 2 to Cam Penny and 1 each to Gavin Kelm, John Pigeon, Ben Jones, Adam Clayton, Dave Brennan and Brent Penny. So the final score here, repeating at Bannockburn, GDFL 22-21. 153 defeated the Horsham District 14-9, 93.